It was an emotional day for friends, neighbors, and family of Amish teen Linda Stoltzfoos. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Grace Griffithson. As part of a plea deal, now 35 years old, Justo Smoker led authorities to Stoltzfoos' body and confessed to killing and kidnapping the young woman. Reaction to the news pouring in from Lancaster County, where some wish Smoker faced an even harsher penalty.
Well, I think it's a blessing that he did plead guilty. That was a terrible, terrible thing to do to a little girl.
I think it's a suitable punishment, other than the death penalty, which I'm in favor of the death penalty.
I first wanted the death penalty, but I'm much happier with this. He got what he deserves. He'll be in jail. He'll be miserable.
Justo Smoker, who has spent years behind bars for other crimes, will face up to an additional 88 years in prison. The Lancaster County man pleading guilty to what's been called the most heinous of acts and violating the terms of his parole.
The most violent offense we can commit, and more violent than the ones he had already committed. So when looking at that, those circumstances plus the heinous nature of this crime, I don't know who in their right mind would give him a third chance.
I find it very difficult to go down the road they live on, because immediately you think of Linda. And immediately you think of how horrible it was for Linda.
Jack Messina knew the young Amish woman and lives less than 2 miles away from the family's home.
It's been heart-wrenching, it really has. Especially we know the family and we've seen how tough it was for them. It makes it even worse.
Members of the community recalling last Father's Day when Linda never made it home. The days and weeks following filled with searches, panic, and worry.
So very sad. There's nothing else you can, and shocking. You know, we'd like to think that we're safe.
Groups of Amish and English would be walking around the neighborhood, checking under bushes, checking in sheds, walking around your yard, asking if you've seen anything, asking if you had a camera.
In their journey to justice, authorities set 3 goals.
To bring her home, to secure a murder conviction, and to protect the public.
As time went by, District Attorney Heather Adams said authorities became less confident in their ability to accomplish the first.
Knowing what we know now, we fully believe we would never have found her without his help.
As part of the plea agreement, Smoker led authorities to the area behind his workplace in Gap where he buried Stoltzfoos. The family has since been able to lay Linda to rest.
It's not going to bring Linda back, but hopefully this is the good resolve for it.
Now in court today, Smoker said he robbed the Stoltzfoos family and apologized numerous times. The Lancaster County man shedding tears. His attorney attributes Smoker's behavior to a lot of darkness, a lot of alcohol, and a lot of abuse.